Good evening. Here is the world news from BGI TV, Baba Bagede Imo TV. We have three major social media outlets which you need to follow us with to get more of our scintillating, interesting programs for your viewing and listening pleasure. On YouTube, Baba Bagede Imo TV. Kindly subscribe on the button, and to the next notification button is the notification bell. Click on it. You'll have a drop-down option. Please click on all so as for you to get updated with our programs as it's dropping. And on Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. Please follow and like our page so as for you to get to know why we set the pace. And on Instagram, Bagede Imo _22. First are the major headlines. Nnamdi Kanu pleads not guilty to FG's amended charges. Osun Monarch Oba Adedokun Abolari, a classroom teacher. Uber driver assaulted by police officers at the NSAS memorial. NSAS # Sunday Igboho followers join protests in Oyo. And to foreign scene, Zuma makes first public appearance since released from prison. And sports, NFF reinstates Salisu Yusuf as Super Eagles assistant coach. Let's have the world news in details. The trial of the leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, resumed on a controversial note on Thursday, with the Department of State Security, DSS, barring journalists and some court officials and lawyers from gaining access to the courtroom. DSS officials had set up a barricade at the entrance of the Federal High Court, where the case is to be heard, and they prevented reporters and officials from gaining entry, resulting in angry scenes and arguments. Nnamdi Kanu's special counsel, Aloy Ejimako, while addressing journalists, said the lawyers who accompanied him were denied access. He insisted that he would not enter the courtroom alone until the lawyers are allowed entry. Kanu, who was rearraigned at the Federal High Court in Abuja today, said he was innocent of all allegations leveled against him, and when charges were read to him, he pleaded not guilty. In the course of the hearing, the court refused his application for transfer to Kuje Correctional Center from the DSS facility where he is being held. Oba Adedokun Abolari is the Orogun of Okeila and the proprietor of Abolari College. It is disclosed that the inspiration comes from within to using education to fight poverty. This is not an immediate thing, but a long-term projection that in the next 50 to 60 years, when those in that environment see these poor children, their lives won't be the same again. He added, Abolari College started operation since 2014 with a win-win affair, as the students' society will immensely benefit from this projection. Students enjoy free WAEC, food, and suitably uniforms. Obadedukun stressed further, the students are trained to embrace diversity, celebrate knowledge, and to have mutual respect for one another. And all these are for the benefit and to build a country that is glorious. It is not free education, but to give the children an opportunity, and by the time they graduate from school, they will be paying back to their various communities. Obadedukun teaches history and government for 6 hours, and criteria for admission that intended student must be brilliant and from a poor family. An Uber driver, Adedotun Clement, whose car was seized after he was arrested by security agents at the Lekki toll gates on Wednesday, October 20th, has cried out for help to retrieve his car that was confiscated by the security agents. A video of Clement being assaulted after he was arrested was shared online on Wednesday. According to him, he was driving past the toll gate when he saw that the place became rowdy. He said he decided to park his car and took his heels to avoid being killed from the rowdy crowd. He was later mistaken for a protester and was beaten up by the security agents despite his insistence that he is an Uber driver. He was bundled and thrown into a waiting Black Maria. Clement said he was released and later went back to where his car was parked but couldn't find it anymore. It is now a clearing thing that the car is missing, and he is appealing for his car to be released by the authorities. Several followers of the detained Yoruba Nation agitator and activist Chief Sunday Adeyemo, popularly known as Igboho, have joined the ongoing NSAS memorial protest happening in Ibadan and some part of the country from the southwestern part, capital city of Oyo State, Ibadan. Scores of NSAS protesters have taken to the street of Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, in commemoration of the 4th anniversary of the protest, and were later joined by Igboho followers with banner, "Free Chief Sunday Igboho is innocent." The protesters converged at Iwo Road roundabout Ibadan before marching through the street of Ibadan. They stressed that government should not only prosecute protesters arrested, but also prosecute erring policemen who shot at protesters as well, adding that they will not back down until detainees are released. Chief Sunday Adeyemo, popularly known as Sunday Igboho, displayed their loyalty and love, demanding the release of him from detention in Cotonou, Benin Republic, with placards inscribed with "Free Chief Sunday Igboho is innocent and a freedom man," because a man with his people never get defeated. And to the foreign scene, South Africa's ex-president Jacob Zuma on Thursday made his first public appearance since his release from prison on medical parole last month to lay charges against a chief state prosecutor. Zuma walked into a police station in the eastern city of Pietermaritzburg, where he is on trial for corruption, to open a criminal case against advocating Billy Downer for allegedly leaking his medical records. He was accompanied by one of his daughters and waved to people queuing outside the building as he walked past. Aged 79, Zuma was released from prison due to ill health 2 months into a 5-month jail sentence for refusing to collaborate with a graft probe into his 2009-2018 presidency. And before we call it a wrap, here is the world news with the sports units. The Nigeria Football Federation (NFF) have reinstated Salisu Yusuf as assistant coach of the Super Eagles. Recall that Yusuf was found guilty of collecting bribe after he was caught on camera collecting 357,000 naira, $1,000 from journalists posing as football agents who wanted him to select 2 players for the 2018 African Nations Championship (CHAN). The act was shown in a documentary that highlighted corruption in Ghanaian football by the BBC Africa Eye. However, in a press statement issued by NFF spokesperson Ademola Olajire Thursday, Yusuf is expected to resume his position with effect from 1st November 2021 on the recommendation of the NFF Technical Department. Before we call it a wrap on the world news from BGI TV, here again are the world news headlines. Nnamdi Kanu pleads not guilty to FG's amended charges. Enter Sunday Igboho's followers join protest in Oyo. Osun monarch Oba Adedokunmu Abolerin, a classroom teacher. Uber driver assaulted by police officers at the NSAS Memorial. And to foreign, Zuma makes first public appearance since release from prison. And to sports, NFF reinstates Salisu Yusuf as Super Eagles assistant coach. For advert placement and coverage of your event through our social media channels and the TV channels itself from online, you can link up with the marketing department with the phone number 070-3822-6160. Do not forget our social media handles on YouTube, Babagbagede Imo TV. Kindly subscribe, and the next icon to be clicked is the notification bell. You have a drop options. Please click all for updates of our programs coming to you for your viewing and listening pleasure. And on Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. Please like the page and follow so as for you to continue sharing and enjoying all of our programs while we are called the page setter while others follow. And to Instagram handle Bagede Imo _22. I am yours faithfully, Rabila Lawal, wishing all lovers of BGI TV all around the world a beautiful moment ahead. God bless.